Welcome to SpaceWire. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates. The West Philippine Sea is more than just water. It's a modern-day epic of power and sovereignty. Under the tropical sun, Filipino fishing boats are dwarfed by massive Chinese Coast Guard ships. Horns blare, water cannons fire. This is daily reality, not fiction. Filipino fishermen and sailors navigate a sea where international law feels distant. The stakes are high. This isn't just about fishing, but global security. The West Philippine Sea is a vital artery for global trade. Any disruption ripples worldwide. For the Philippines, it's about survival, protecting territory, resources, and livelihoods. Tension simmers, threatening to ignite a conflict that could draw in world powers. Each day brings reports of near collisions and aggressive maneuvers. The Philippine Navy and Coast Guard, though brave, are outmatched by a maritime giant. They patrol with a sense of being watched, challenged, and worn down. This is as much psychological warfare as it is physical. But the story is changing. Japan, the nation of the rising sun, watches with growing concern. Japan knows that what happens here affects the entire Indo-Pacific. For decades, Japan was pacifist, but a new era demands a new posture. Seeing a democratic partner under threat, Japan is stepping up as a crucial ally. The stability of the region hangs in the balance. The drama in these waters is now a test of alliances and resolve. The world is watching. The next chapter is being written with every wave. The conflict is rooted in clashing views of history and law. The Philippines bases its claim on the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, granting a 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone. The West Philippine Sea falls squarely within this zone. By international law, it's Philippine territory. China, however, claims almost the entire South China Sea with its 9-dash line, citing ancient maps and history. This claim overlaps with the zones of several countries and rejects the UNCLOS framework. Beneath these waters lie vast reserves of oil, gas, and fish, resources vital for millions. For the Philippines, losing control means losing economic survival. For China, control means energy security and regional power. In 2016, an international tribunal ruled in favor of the Philippines, declaring China's 9-dash line baseless. China rejected the ruling and intensified its activities, building islands, deploying military assets, and increasing patrols. The legal victory remains unenforced on the water. The standoff continues, with law and power colliding daily. The world's rules-based order is on the line. The outcome here will echo far beyond these shores. Japan's involvement is driven by strategic necessity and shared values. As an island nation, Japan relies on the South China Sea for vital trade. Over 80% of its imported oil and gas passes through these waters. Instability or domination by a single power threatens Japan's security. Japan sees China's assertiveness here and in the East China Sea as a direct threat. Supporting the Philippines is a way for Japan to defend its own interests and regional stability. This is collective self-defense in action, standing against unilateral changes by force. Japan and the Philippines, both vibrant democracies, are united by a commitment to a rules-based order. Their partnership is a coalition of like-minded maritime democracies. Japan's foreign policy is evolving, no longer just pacifist, but proactive. Supporting the Philippines is central to Japan's new identity as a regional security provider. Together, they're reshaping the balance of power in Asia. Japan's support for the Philippines is real and visible. Japan has supplied modern patrol vessels like the BRP Teresa Magbanua, boosting the Philippine Coast Guard's capabilities. These ships allow longer patrols and a stronger presence in contested waters. Japan is also providing advanced air surveillance radar systems, giving the Philippines better awareness of its skies and seas. This technology transfer marks a deepening defense partnership. Joint military exercises with Japan, the Philippines, and the U.S. build interoperability and send a message of solidarity. These drills prepare forces for everything from maritime security to disaster relief. Japan's diplomatic support is unwavering, consistently backing the 2016 arbitral ruling and freedom of navigation. Prime Minister Kishida uses every platform to condemn unilateral changes by force. Japan's backing gives the Philippines crucial political legitimacy. It internationalizes the issue, ensuring global scrutiny of China's actions. The alliance is more than words. It's a force multiplier. The Philippines is no longer alone. For the Philippines, Japan's support is a lifeline. After years of isolation, Tokyo's assistance has boosted morale and confidence. President Marcos Jr. sees Japan as a reliable partner, and new patrol vessels and radars are critical tools. Filipino sailors and pilots now feel more empowered facing larger adversaries. These tools don't erase the power gap, but they help close it. Public opinion has shifted. Japan is now seen as a trusted friend, not a former foe. Decades of aid and cultural exchange have built goodwill, now strengthened by security ties. There's broad consensus deepening ties with Japan is in the national interest. New agreements like the Reciprocal Access Agreement are moving forward. The alliance is now a story of former enemies becoming indispensable friends. China views the Japan-Philippines alliance with suspicion and hostility. Beijing frames Japan's involvement as unwelcome interference and accuses it of reviving past militarism. Chinese officials warn the Philippines against trusting Japan, painting Manila as a pawn in a larger game. This rhetoric aims to divide and isolate the Philippines from its partners. On the water, China increases its presence during joint Japan-Philippines activities, using intimidation tactics. These actions raise the risk of miscalculation and escalation. China's core goal is dominance over the South China Sea. Alliances like this complicate Beijing's strategy of dealing with neighbors one-on-one. A united front makes China's ambitions harder to achieve. The contest is now as much about alliances as territory. The Japan-Philippines partnership signals a shift in Indo-Pacific security. The old US-centric hub-and-spokes model is giving way to a network of interlocking alliances. Now, aggression against one could trigger a coordinated response from many. This integrated deterrence raises the cost of aggression and complicates strategic calculations. The alliance is a model for a more resilient, distributed security network. But more ships and exercises mean higher risks of accidents and escalation. Communication and de-escalation are crucial to prevent crisis. The goal: deter conflict, not provoke it. Looking ahead, the Japan-Philippines alliance will define the region's strategic landscape. It's a powerful response to authoritarian expansionism. Smaller powers are showing they have agency by working together. The future of Asian security may depend on such partnerships. The showdown in the West Philippine Sea is about more than territory, it's about the future of the international order.